Welcome back to the channel, Rory's Wonderless Travels, and today we are traveling from Siem Reap to Phnom by motorbike. It actually wasn't a bad ride day at all. The main issue is traffic was much slower than we're used to in Thailand, and a lot of people driving on the wrong side of the road. And they love to play chicken too with you here. So, besides the crazy drivers, everything was okay. Riding, the roads weren't too bad. Yeah, sometimes we had to pass on the inside or the outside just try to get around people. I know it's not the safest thing, but you do what you do. As you can see, this was very early in the morning. We opted to leave by 7 a.m. so that we could beat some of the heat because it was getting up to 38 during the day. And we knew we needed to ride 350 kilometers this day, so we knew we would have to get up early. But I'm not gonna lie, the heat was intense. It was a good thing that we got up and rode early. The traffic wasn't nearly as bad as we thought it might be, but it was still challenging at times. But look at that sun. The sun was beautiful this day. You knew it was going to be a warm one. Poor Mike. He looks like a bumblebee on his bike. But we'd take turns. Sometimes he'd be chasing me, and sometimes I'd be chasing him because sometimes he goes too slow. But we really had it like a very flat ride today. There is not a single hill that you will ride on. This is just flat roads. So overall, it wasn't the most exciting ride in the world. The most exciting part of the whole trip was probably when we got near the city. Then it got a little chaotic. As you can see, we are starting to come into the city. Traffic is picking up a lot more. Uh, I guess just guessing which lane you need to be in, riding with full panniers and everything, you have to make sure you have enough width to go between some of these cars. And you'll see from up here, it gets a bit gnarly when it comes to traffic. In some ways, this city actually reminded me of Colombo, Sri Lanka. It's kind of trying to be built up, but it's not quite there yet. I mean, they have lots of gorgeous buildings, but it seems like they don't have a lot of the businesses to support them, but they're coming along. You have to understand this country was at war, a big civil war, not too many years ago, so they lost, you know, a few million people. As you can see, some of the cars can't figure out which lane they want to be. And they love to cut you off. Like, it's like you're not even there. And I haven't figured about running the running lights on my bike here in Cambodia because I get flashed a lot and I don't know if it means I'm... And we haven't seen a lot of big bikes. We only saw one big bike this day going the opposite direction of us. But we're going around a roundabout here. And the roundabouts are a bit different, I guess you could say. It's like madness. Like nobody knows what lane they're supposed to be in. You hope you can get over to your lane to get out. But this day we did. We did great. Yeah, see these big skyscraper buildings? They have them all over the city. Of course, we're gonna get stuck in traffic because we're really good at that. And these tuk-tuk drivers are crazy. You see that bike just almost run into the back of the truck. Oh, I almost got hit on the left. And it was a green light too. I was just going through a green light. I have yet to figure out how these people ride sideways on the bike. I would fall off and break my neck or something. I'm just not that talented. There's Mike. He looks like a bumblebee still. And he's checking his bike, making sure nobody hit him. If you ever wonder what it's like to drive in the city here in Cambodia, here's a perfect example. In this day, we were having issues with Mike's back tire too, so we had to stop every 100 kilometers to put air in his tire. He had a huge hole in his tire he picked up on the back road in Cambodia. We plugged it, but it kept going flat, so that was another interesting sightseeing experience of the day, finding a tire shop to keep putting air in his tire. See, when I was coming into the city, I was thinking, oh, this city's quite modern, but once you get into it, you start walking around, you can see it still needs a lot of work to get it up to, like, maybe say Bangkok standards, or, you know, uh, just with more businesses need to be brought in. And yes, and we sat at many lights.